Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back, dude. Yeah, welcome back. Episode, I think, 161. Yeah, I just did the thing, so 161. Little Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening type shit. Do some problems. Should be fun, dude. Take a look at that problem of the day. Kind of set it up how we usually do. Get our little drawing over here. And draw our problems here. Starting to get a lot of... I think it removes... Oh, no, they're everywhere. They're over here. Okay. Let's jump in over here. Oh, shit. Okay, that looks good. Yep, okay. Let's take a look at our problem of the day. We schedule meetings for maximum free time. Let's take a look at this problem. Okay, we'll take a look. I feel like we haven't done a problem of the day in a little while, so probably a good idea we take a look. You're given an integer event time denoted in the duration of an event. You're also given two integer arrays, start time and end time, each of length n. I'm thinking this is probably already even a interval problem, I assume. Just kind of looking at the test cases already, got no idea, but these represent the start and end times of non-overlapping meetings that occur during the event between time t0 and t is equal to event time, where I meeting occurs during the time start time I, end time I. You can reschedule at most one meeting by moving its start time while maintaining the same duration, such as that the meetings remain non-overlapping to maximize the longest continuous period of free time during the event. Return the maximum amount of free time possible after rearranging these meetings. Note that the meetings cannot be rescheduled to a time outside the event. Let's jump something over here and the other monitor over here. Interesting problem, for sure. For sure. I'm still not fully understanding the problem, so I feel like we got to read it a little bit. Note in this session it's valid for the relative ordering of the meetings to change after rescheduling the meeting. So what are we given here? We're given an event time of 5, right? We're given a start time of 1-3 and an end time of 2-5. Reschedule the meeting at 1-2, 2-3, leaving no meetings during the time 0-2. To be honest, I am pretty tired from today, and I am not really understanding this problem yet. So let's throw this in and get a better explanation here. Dude, Galactic, what's up, dude? I love when I see you every day, bro. What's up, man? How was your day, bro? Okay. Tiring. Yeah, bro, my day was tiring too, bro. I'm literally exhausted. I was up way too late last night, bro, and I wake up every morning at 5 a.m. to go to the gym, and I am fucking exhausted, bro, right now. Like, I'm so sleepy. That's why I'm drinking a coffee right now to do this video. So in this problem here, I'm looking at the problem of the day here, Galactic. I don't know if you've attempted it, but trying to understand the problem fully right now. Integer n, total number of possible meeting slots. So what are we given? We're given integer n. What one? No, we're not. Okay, so this is, I think, wrong. You're allowed to reschedule each meeting to a different slot, but each meeting must keep its original duration. Meetings cannot overlap after rescheduling. You may change the start of a meeting. Yeah, bro. Yeah, but I gotta stay up a bit, bro, so I can do some work and stuff, like work on some of my stuff because I don't know. I'm exhausted, bro. I was literally lying in my bed before recording this video, and I was like, man, I really don't feel like doing this right now, but you know what, fuck it, dude. Like, you gotta, like, I gotta do it, man. Like, it's just, I had to, I couldn't skip it. Anyway, so I'm trying to understand this problem exactly. So we're given a start time of 0, 7, and 9. So we got 0. Oh, okay, I'm understanding now. Okay, so this is our start time here. We go 1, 2, and then we go 3 to 5. Okay. In this case, yo, Edit, dude, what's up, man? Good to see you again, bro. How are you, dude? I saw your message in the Discord, bro. I responded, dude. I don't know if you saw. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so that's what we're looking at here. We reschedule a meeting at 1, 2, 2, 3, leaving no meetings during the time 0, 2. This is the daily, right? I don't typically do the daily question. I only do the problems from that website. Yeah, this is the daily, bro. This is the daily. You should attempt it with me, bro. We can do it together, man. I think I gotta reread this problem, man. You're not given an integer event time denoting the duration of event. You're given 2 integer array times, start time, end time, each of length n. The start and end times of n non-overlapping meetings that occur during the event time, where the ith meeting occurs during the time start time I, end time I. You can reschedule at most one meeting by moving its start time while maintaining the same duration. You can reschedule at most one meeting by moving its start time while maintaining the same duration. Just saw them, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. Sorry it took a while to respond. I've been at work all day, so I didn't see. I don't even check my Discord during the day. You can reschedule at most one meeting by moving its start time while maintaining the same duration. To maximize the longest continuous period of free time during the event. Okay. I feel like we probably gotta visualize this a little bit. What kind of job do you have? I'm an intern, bro. So I'm a software development intern, but I'm yeah. I'm an international student. I don't know if I've mentioned this on the stream, but so I'm from Australia, but oh my gosh, dude, what is going on here? Yeah, I'm from Australia, but I live in the US. So I've been in the US about 6 years now, and I moved here because I got a scholarship to play tennis at I don't know if you can see it. It's dark in here, but at Eastern Illinois. That's where I went for my undergrad. Played tennis there. I got a scholarship to play tennis, and then yeah, just been interning. This is my 3rd internship. So I know that sounds a little crazy, but I just tried to do something that pays good for interns. Not really, bro. Not really. I live on biscuits, bro. Low key. No, I'm joking. It's okay. Not as much. I work for a very small, like a small bank, in Illinois, like rural Illinois. So, I'm thankful for the opportunity though, because I have a lot of like visa restrictions and stuff, and I don't know. It's tough to find stuff when you got so many restrictions. You know, it's like I'm very fortunate that someone was willing to work with my my visa stuff. So, I love it there, man. It's really good. It's really fun. I really enjoy it there. I have a great boss. Like, it's amazing, dude. I'm so thankful for it. So, anyway, can't get too distracted. Okay, so really, let's kind of draw kind of what we're looking at here. Bro, you're certainly making more than me, man. I make $13.75. Yeah, bro. Little bit. I only a little bit more than that, bro. So I make 16 an hour. So Not much, but it's enough. Let's take a look here. Okay, so let's draw this here. Go across over here. Okay, so we want to draw our points here, dude. We can, dude, my drawing is going to be so ass, dude. Oh my god. It's going to be so bad. For me, I don't know, some people that have been watching a while, for me to like really fully understand a problem, it takes me a long time. I'm sure some of you have realized that. I'm a very slow thinker. I don't realize things very fast. It takes me a long time of looking at stuff until you have a job now. No, this is for a full-time job. So I'm graduating in December. So I'm gonna be doing these videos for at least another 3 or 4 months probably. I plan to do other stuff though, like I don't know. I kind of thought about like once I I do this until I get a full-time job. I don't really count an internship. I count like a full-time job. But what was I gonna say? I want to continue, like, I really enjoy making videos, so I want to continue doing other stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I definitely will continue making videos because I really do love it. So it's really fun. I enjoy. I really do enjoy doing the Leetcodin problems, dude. I know a lot of people hate it, but I really enjoy it. It's kind of fun. Like, now if I was doing it 3 or 4 hours, it would probably suck. But do I use Java at work? No. I'm building a I'm using JavaScript, so I'm using React and Node. I'm making a internal chatbot. Pretty much, it's a chatbot that employees can use. So it works with their help desk ticketing system there. So the chatbot can intelligently respond to questions based on a specific knowledge base, based on their knowledge base. So it's trained on their company's data. It can intelligently respond to the questions. It can create tickets in their help desk system. It can create, list, update. It can view agents, view conversations associated with the tickets. Yeah, it took me about 5 weeks to build to actually get like some sort of like prototype out. Now I've got people in the company testing it and stuff. But yeah, it's been really good. I built like an authentication system for it. I built like login system, everything. It was kind of like my first like real world project that actually had users. Even on, I kind of get users by default because it is the employees of the company. So, but it's been really good. I've learned a lot, so it's been really great. I'm using GPT's API. So I didn't build my own. Yeah, I didn't. It's not like I trained my own model or anything. I'm using GPT's API to do all the intelligent responses and everything. So a little bit less impressive, but yeah, it'd be cool if I maybe train my own model. What languages do I use? Well, when I was in college, I learned Python and Java. So mainly Java. I started with Java, and then I kind of picked up Python in college. I picked up Python doing these Leetcodin questions. Yeah, I did Python and picked up JavaScript. I did like a web development tutorial on Udemy. I think I've mentioned it on the stream before, but I paid about $15 for this full stack web development bootcamp. Hang on, let me show you guys what I did. Dude, if I was to recommend anything, dude, this shit was goated, dude. Hang on. Let me find this, bro. So go on Udemy, dude. There's this full stack web development bootcamp. I just kind of wanted to get into actually making projects, and this is what I did, bro. This bootcamp here was literally goated, dude. It is $20, right? About 61 hours of footage. I would highly recommend this, bro. Like, it took me about 3 months to get through, but it was great, man. It had so much, dude. CSS, JavaScript, does projects in there that you work on. You get into APIs and everything. So everything, all my knowledge through APIs and with databases has come from this thing. Sorry guys, I haven't been looking at the chat. Hang on. I've been kind of explaining. I make zero, just turned 17 with programming. I didn't make any money yet, not looking for jobs, but I was full-time editing freelancer, and you can make crazy money with that. Not very crazy, but yeah, I'm in third world country, so that's awesome, dude. Just keep going, man. Just keep grinding. Just keep programming, dude. Just keep following the passion. Like, just see where it takes you. What language do you use? Okay, I answer that. Make it so that you can understand the code base, so that they will be forced to hire you as a full-time. Yeah. No, of course, yeah. What was I gonna say? My boss, I have a really great relationship with my boss, so it's been really great, and I think he's going to help me hopefully land a job, so I'm hoping I can land a job there as an entry-level role. I have a great relationship with him, and he thinks I'm doing a great job, and it just really comes down to the if they're willing to work with my visa stuff and all that, so as long as I can, I of course, man, I'd be so awesome. I love it there. It's really great. The people are awesome. When you're in college, I thought you're going to graduate in December. I am, yeah. I'm going to graduate in December, so I'm a graduate student, so I study my master's in computer science. I've been doing that for about a year now. The reason why I'm studying my master's is because I got a really good opportunity to be a teaching assistant for the university here, so I have a semester left, so I'm graduating in December. I'm going back, obviously I get a tuition waiver and everything to be a teaching assistant, and yeah, it's really great, dude. I work with a lot of undergraduate kids, like first year students and stuff. So it's fun. It's good. So yeah, that's what I do. But yeah, I would recommend this. Dude, this was goated. Awesome stuff. So anyway, dude, I'm getting distracted, dude. We need to get back to this problem, bro. Type shit. But yeah, I appreciate the questions. I mean, I'm happy to answer anything. Okay, getting back to it. Cannot be rescheduled to a time outside the thing. Okay, so what are we given here? So we're given 1-3. Let's change our color here. We're given 1-3, right? And we're given 2-5, right? So what does this kind of look like here? I believe we go 1-2. Right, considering these two here, 1-2, and then we go 3-5, right? So 3-5 is here. So this is what we were originally working with, and now what we want to do is we can switch back to this. I got to draw another one of these. Yo, what's up, Ethan, dude? Nice to see you, man. Kind of thinking about this problem right now, dude. Kind of drawing it out a little bit just to kind of fully understand what I have to do. Dude, my drawing skills, dude, are literally terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, so what do we have to do? You can reschedule at most one meeting by moving its start time while maintaining the same duration. The same duration. Does that mean the same, like, distance? I'm thinking, like, the distance here is 1. Is that kind of what we're talking about here? I think that's what that means. Such that the meetings remain non-overlapping to maximize the longest continuous period of free time during the event. And they have to be non-overlapping. Return the maximum amount of free time possible after rearranging the meetings. So, note that the meetings cannot be rescheduled to a time outside the event, and they should remain non-overlapping. In this version, it is valid for the relative ordering of the meetings to change after scheduling one meeting. So what do they do here? Explanation. Reschedule the meeting 1-2 to 2-3, leaving no meetings during the time 0-2. Okay, so pretty much what the answer is here is that we're just moving this here, and then obviously we have another one here that this is non-overlapping, right? So we're moving these meetings like this, right? And obviously here we have obviously this time here, I assume we return 2. Okay, yeah, we do. We return 2. So I think now I fully understand the question. Obviously, we have to keep it in bounds, right? That's another important thing here. We got to keep it in bounds of the problem, right? And it's non-overlapping, right? So these are the things we have to think about, right? In terms of what I'm thinking off the top of my head, I haven't worked with a lot of interval problems, so you know, I don't have much experience with these, but and I don't have really the intuition off the top of my head, but obviously we have to keep the same duration, right? So I'm assuming really really I think the only thing I'm thinking about, and I don't know if this is wrong, but you know, we obviously have to put our I feel like the way we want to think about this problem is that we obviously have to put the meetings together, right? As in, like, side by side. And I think that's the goal. But the thing is that you got to think about which way would give us the most free time. And I think we're looking for continuous free time, I would assume, right? So, good evening, mate. What's up, Sam DeYa? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you again, bro. How was your day? We scheduled a meeting at 0189, leaving no meetings during the time 07. Okay, so here we're given 0, 1, yeah, 7. Okay, so this is the original what we're given, right? He's moving this meeting over here. So I think the goal of this problem is we got to kind of think of a way, the best way to move them right next to each other, right? To make them pretty much continuous, I guess. I mean, not all the time it could be continuous, but to make them together. My day was great. What about yours? Yeah, my day was good too, bro. It was definitely tiring. I went to sleep a little late last night. But I am feeling better, drinking some coffee. I think maybe again, I feel like with me, I overthink these problems way too hard. Totally sorry to break your flow, but please, can you explain the problem once? Okay, yeah, I can. It might even help me. So what we're given here is we're given start times and end times, right? So we have our start time here, which is 1, 2. So we have 1, 2 here, and then we have 3, 5. 3, 5 here. The goal of this problem is that we have to reschedule at most one meeting by moving its start time while maintaining the same duration, such that the meetings remain non-overlapping to maximize the longest continuous period of free time during the event. Return the max amount of free time possible after rearranging the meetings. Note that the meetings cannot be rescheduled to a time outside the event, and they should remain non-overlapping. So pretty much they got to remain in bounds, and they got to be non-overlapping. And in this test case here, they give us an example here. Remember, as I said, 1, 2, so they have the first meeting here, and then they have 3, 5, the other meeting here, right? They pretty much say that we want to reschedule meeting 1, 2 to 2, 3, so we just make them continuous, like what I have here. So really the goal of this is that we have to maximize our distance, push it all together, right? And that's so far what I'm thinking about the problem. I think I'm overthinking it a little bit, though, because I tend to like overthink these simple problems where I'm thinking that maybe there's going to be multiple different answers, right? And I'm thinking, okay, I got it. Maybe, maybe I could move this one here, and try this, or maybe, I can move, wherever, I'm thinking there's maybe multiple things, but I'm thinking maybe the way we solve this is we just take the distance of both, right? Hear me out. I don't know if this would work, but we use some sort of, whatever loop, right? Let's take this for an example, right? Hear me out. This is what I'm thinking. I could be cooking here, dude, so let me know. We take this. Hang on. Fuck me. Sorry, guys. We take this start time, end time, right? And we loop through both of these arrays, right? We loop through start time and end time. We loop through each of our things here, right? And we pretty much take the length of that, right? So we take the length of 0, 1, right? Of 1, right? We take the length of 3, 4, which is 1 as well, right? We take the length of 7 and 8, which is 1. And we take the length of 9 and 10, which is 1. A total of 4, right? And really, what do they give us here? They give us a event time, which is in seconds of how long this is, right? So if our event time in this case is 10, right? We can do 10 minus 4 is equal to 6, right? So this would be our maximum. And that works. I think I'm kind of cooking a little bit. That does work. So instead of my original thought where I was rearranging everything, maybe that's the way to go. Maybe it's just much more simple than that. I kind of feel a little goated right now that I kind of thought about that, because I always overthink the problems. I feel like a lot of the time for me is, one, I'm a fucking slow ass thinker, and two, I just overthink way too hard on everything. Like, I think everything is way too overcomplicated than what it needs to be, and I think this is probably the way to go about it. So, what would be our beginning here? Well, I feel like it's just as simple as, yeah, dude, that would really work. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Really, I think it's just one single loop here, and we can zip through all of these and take each our values. I gotta fucking figure out how to do that, because I'm so bad at zipping together functions in Python. I don't remember how to... I always forget how to do this shit, dude. I can never, like, remember it off the top of my head. Hang on, let me ask. Okay, zip. How to loop and zip together. Hang on, I'm gonna type it in here. How to loop and zip together to arrays. Okay, here we go. This is how we would do it. I'm gonna do this in C++ right after, but we loop. So for AB in zip, we want our start time and now end time. Let's print AB. Let's just see what this prints. Oh, dude, my foot is itchy as hell, man. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, perfect. That's what we want, right? So we loop through, we take these two values, right? I guess we can maintain some sort of count. There's no way that this problem is this easy, though, bro. Like, there is no way. Like, I feel like it kind of looks like that it's going to solve, but there's no way that this problem is this easy. Like, okay, so what do? We want to calculate, I guess, calculate our distance, right? And our distance would be, well, b minus a, and we would do count plus or equal to distance. And we would return our count. Like, there's no way, bro. Like, this cannot be this simple. Like, yeah, that's what I thought. Oh wait, no, we're not returning our distance. We're returning our event time minus our distance. Expected 2, we still got 3, 9, 9, 6, 4, 0. I guess, well, if event time is equal to the length of start time, right, we would instantly always return 0, right? Because I believe that's our base case here. Yeah, because if the event time is the same as start time, right, or end time, we can't achieve our at most. We could reschedule at most one meeting, right? So obviously, I feel like this would be our base case here. This is important, right? I mean, it probably can be done a different way, but let's just use that for now. So let's think about what we're doing here, right? So we're given. See, that wouldn't work in this test case here, what I'm thinking here, right? Because, well, actually, maybe we're calculating it wrong. They return 2 here, but how are we returning 3? So let me just visualize it here with this print here. So B minus A is 2 here, right? Again, slow brain, bro, slow brain. Is this a sliding window problem? I don't think so, dude. Do you think it is? I don't know. I was thinking about it just in terms of the length, but maybe I'm thinking about it way too simple. So what are we given here? We're given 1, 2. So we got 1, and then we got 2 here. We're given 3. We're outputting 3, but our expected is 2. Bro, how are we getting 3 here, dude? 1 and 2 would be 3. But then we're doing event time minus the distance. So it would be 5 minus 3, which is 2. Bro, is it given how many times we can reschedule? Yeah, at most once. Right? So you have to at least reschedule once. If you don't reschedule once, then you return 0, I would assume, right? Because you can't even do anything. They don't mention that it should be -1 or whatever, but you have to reschedule at most once. Which means, that's why I think my thing would work even better, because you can reschedule as many times as you want. So really, that's how I kind of got that intuition that really all we need, I feel like, is the length of our event times. And then minus it by the total, right? The total here is 5, which would give us 2, which works for this case here too. But I'm getting 3. I'm probably stupid or something, and I'm doing something incorrect here, but bro, I have to be like a baby, dude. I have to print it like this, dude, because I have small brain, dude. Okay, so we're given 1, 2. So 2 minus 1 for B will give us 1. We increment our count to 1. We go through this loop again, and we do 5 minus 3, which is 2. So we should have a count of 3. Oh my gosh, dude. What am I doing here? I'm minusing distance. That's why. Dude, it should be count. There we go, dude. That was my issue the whole time. You see how stupid I am, dude? Like, sometimes I don't see the smallest things. Let's see if this passes. Like, no, it doesn't pass. Okay. So I didn't think about it. There is more to the problem. Let's use this test case. Let's take a look at what we're looking at here. So we're given 17 to 24. So it's 17 to 19, 24 to 25. So we're given a distance of 3. Only one time. Isn't it? Oh, yeah, at most once. Yeah, you are right. I thought about it incorrect. At most once. Yeah. Damn, I totally messed that up. At most once. So that means my solution here wouldn't work. Now that I realize that. Okay. Damn, bro. I thought I was like 300 million IQ by doing that, dude. Not gonna lie. Let's think. Yeah, I thought that's a little bit of a fairy tale. There's no easy it would be that simple. It does have a 60% acceptance rate. Let's take a look at the hint. If we reschedule a meeting earlier or later, we need to find a gap of at least n time I minus start time I. Try and maintain the gaps in some sort of data structure. Okay, so there's a lot more to this problem than I thought. If we reschedule a meeting earlier or later, we need to find a gap of at least n time I minus start time I. What sort of data structure though? Anyone have any ideas, dude? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. How about you find the gaps between the meetings first? We could do that. We could. Are you saying finding the gaps between the original, right? I mean that's feel like that's probably the only way, right? So finding these gaps. Maybe finding the gaps and add them to get total free. Okay. What will we do with the total free? Because ooh, would that work? Yeah, maybe that would. I don't know. I don't know if that would work, dude. I can't really think about that in my head. Are you saying we get our total free? So in this case, our total free is 2, right? In this example here, okay? Our total free is 2, and what? I thought I had something in my mind for a second, but I blanked out. Kind of lost, dude. Maybe we take a look at the discussions, dude. Definitely hard. This is definitely hard. There are so many moving parts to this question and so many things to consider. Yeah, obviously dude, I can't even view this. What does it say? Let me think for a while. I'll let you know if I have some ideas. Yes, wait. Okay. All right. Thank you, bro. Let me know. I'm gonna. I don't know, dude. It's just not coming to my head. When you remove a meeting, you merge the gaps before and after it into one big gap. Then you need to place that meeting somewhere else if possible. So you could track all of the gaps first. Okay. Well, let's do that. Let's track all our gaps. So, what? To track our gaps, we would go from our, I guess, our end time here, right? So we would go, well, we would start from, from 0 to 1, 2 to 3. So we would have to go between For AB, I guess let's just, this is our gaps. How will we go to this? Would we have to do our first gap by itself? And then we start our loop, right? Wait, I think I'm cooking. Okay, bro. Let me know what you think, bro. How about this? Okay, bro, I'm waiting, dude. Start by calculating the gaps between the meetings. Okay, I will do that. I will do that. I have to figure out how to calculate the gaps in between the meetings through code because I'm not really 100% sure about how I would do this. Between each meeting I and I plus 1, start I plus 1 minus end I. After the last meeting, event time minus n minus 1. Dude, this is tough. Dude, this is a tough problem. Then just sum all the gaps. This is the current total of free time. It's greater than. Okay, well, let's start with the gaps here. So I'm looking at some stuff here. It says and just sum all the gaps. This is the current total free time. Are you just saying this, bro, or do you really think this will work? Because honestly, it's really hard for me to, at least for me to, read what you're writing down and actually think about it in my head. I don't know. It's tough for me for sure. And for each meeting, if you remove it, you free up the 2 gaps adjacent to it before and after it. Now check, can you reinsert this meeting somewhere else in the timeline in a large enough gap? Yeah, I think this problem is definitely a lot more complicated than what I thought it was going to be. Previous problem of the day. Yeah, bro, I am not sure. 3, 4, 4. If yes, if no. Yeah, bro. I don't know, dude. Yeah, we spent about 40 minutes on this problem already, dude. Kind of lost, dude. We need to repeat this for each and keep track of the maximum possible result. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of information to hand. Yeah, it's hard to... it's tough for me to visualize everything that you said in my own head, but I am following along. I'm gonna take a look at a solution, just because I'm not sure, like, really how to even begin this. So I guess we can take a look at this one. Given an integer and an individual event time representing the total time available. Okay, then we're giving these two arrays. Maximize total free time, the intuition. The problem revolves around the idea of analyzing gaps before, between, and after events. Okay, so you guys were right about taking the gaps. The goal is to combine two gaps, left and right, if the event between them is not longer than the bigger of the two props. We repeat this for each meeting and keep track of the maximum possible result. Yeah. Is this kind of what you were saying, Samidaya? Is our C++ code. Take a look at the Python one though. Okay, so what, we compute the gaps between the timer before the first event, between the two consecutive events, after the last event. Pre-compute the last gap on the right for every position. So we get our first start time. We go for I in range 1 to length start time. That's what I was thinking, dude. I was like, we probably need to save the first value because this is not going to work. Gap.append start time I minus end time I minus 1. Gap.append event time minus end time minus 1. Well, there you go. There you go, Sammy Daya, dude. You would have done it, bro. You probably would have got it. Let's go, dude. So what are we doing here? We are... largest right. So this is, we're getting our right side gap here. So really all this code here, I think, is getting our gaps. Then what are we doing over here? Our second part, pre-compute. Okay, we did that. Traverse through the list and for each position, try to merge the gap before and after the current event if possible. Track the largest gap and count it on the left. Return the maximum free time obtained. Okay. I'm going to think about this solution. We're going to go through line by line and think about this solution so I can learn it properly. So I feel like this is probably like a learning moment here. Usually I don't like to do the kind of look at the solution like that, but I feel like for me it's definitely important. You know, I mean, I did spend like 45 minutes on the problem, so, you know, anyway, so what do? Firstly, we get our first value here, right? So, gap is, so we're creating a list here and we're putting in our first value, right? Then we're looping here, going from our first value to the length of our start time. I in range 1, so we're starting at our next value. And we're doing gap.append. We're appending start time I minus end time I minus 1. Alright? I minus 1. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so really what we're doing here is... Okay, so we're taking our first value, right? So we have our gap, right? Our gap of our arrays. Really, our first value is just going to be, you know, our first value, right? So 1. And now I believe this loop goes through and grabs... starts from our first value here, so now we go to here. And this, for I in range 1 to length start time, gap.append start time I minus end time I minus 1. So we grab I 3 minus 2, which grabs our next gap here. 3 minus 2. And we put in 1 as well, right? So we're going to get a gap of 1, 1 here. So that makes sense. This first one here, gap dot append, event time minus end time minus 1. Then we append our last gap over here. What is our last gap going to be? Event time minus end time minus 1. So we grab our total time minus our end time. Here in this case we get 5, so we do 5 minus 5, which comes out as 0, right? So looks like here we still append it. Gap dot append event time minus end time minus 1. So really, shit, I'm trying to go back here. We're gonna get 1, 1, 0, I think, right? What do we do over here? We get largest right is equal to 0 times length of gap. Largest right. So we grab our largest right. I'm going to call it largest right, which is 0. So I believe this is a list with 0 times length gap. So let me know if I'm reading through this wrong. Let me know, because I definitely would like to know. Times the length of gap. Well, the length of gap here is 3. What I'm a little confused about is this 0 coming in at the end here. I'm not 100% sure if this is correct. It seems like it is. Event time minus end time minus 1. That grabs our last value in end time. So I believe that's correct. We're going to have a length of 3 here. Then what do we do here? We loop through for iron range length gap minus 2. So we're starting at our first value here. Length gap minus 2. Shit, dude. I have to relook at range Python just to familiarize myself again. Start, stop, step. So we're starting at 1. And we're stepping backwards, right? That's what I thought. So we take the length of our gap, which is 3. 3 minus 1. So I think we'd start from here. And we loop backwards. But why are we looping backwards here? What is our largest right doing here? Largest right is equal to max largest right I plus 1. Cue some music? Yeah, okay. Let me cue some music. Dude, I always forget, dude. You reminded me 3 days. Can you guys see this? Oh, shit. Oh, shit, my headset's not on. That's why I couldn't hear it. It's probably too loud. Okay. Back to this problem. Okay, so I think what we're doing here is we're grabbing our largest gap, right? This is what we're doing here. We're grabbing our largest gap. We're starting from the far right, going from here, and grabbing our largest gap. So here we're taking largest right I is equal to the max of largest right I plus 1, gap I plus 1. Pre-compute the largest gap on the right for every position. Okay. You said this, Samidaya? You said this? Largest right? Dude, that's impressive that you got that. I'm surprised, bro. That's pretty awesome. I would have never thought about this. So we're pre-computing our right side gaps here. So let's write this down here. Let's put this up here. I'll just write is equal to 0 times the length of our gap. Actually, low key, now I'm not really doing the problem. I might as well do this in C++, bro. Like, I don't know why I'm doing it in Python. Like, might as well, might as well. Let's see here. Yeah, that's good. CMD. I would just move on and try one in C++. Do you think I should move on? Also, I don't think you should spend much time on this problem. It's a bit contrived. Alright. The thing is, bro, I just spent so long on a problem that's like, bro, I spent like an hour on the problem and I didn't even finish it. So it's like, kind of makes me a little bit depressed, but no, it's alright. I guess you're right. Oh, bro, what an L. I guess we take the L sometimes, bro. It's whatever. Let's see if we can do a different one. Let's go 1500 to 1600. What did we look at yesterday? I think we looked at this one yesterday, didn't we? I think we're on this one. I guess we can come back to this one in the future, bro. We'll probably end up seeing it again sometime, but I guess sometimes you got to take the L, bro. Yeah, I like this problem. It's too complicated. I'm gonna work on the ABB after this, Ethan. I like to solve at least one problem a day. I'm gonna solve one and then I'll work on it after. Hopefully this problem shouldn't take too long. I don't know. It's got 24% acceptance rate, but okay. Anyway, you're given a 0-index array nums representing the score of students in an exam. The teacher would like to form one non-empty group of students with maximal strength, where the strength of a group of students of indices I0, I1, I2, IK is defined as. It's not realistic at all. Who reschedules exactly one meeting to maximize continuous free time? Why can meetings overlap after rescheduling? Why optimize for the longest single block of free time instead of the total free time or number of breaks? I don't know, dude. Like, I have no idea. Problems are stupid. I don't know. They just get you thinking. They get you thinking, dude. They are stupid problems. We'll take a look at this one and then I'll jump into the AABB. Given a 0-index array nums representing the score of students in an exam. Okay, so these are the scores of students. The teacher would like to form one non-empty group of students with maximal strength, where the strength of a group of students of indices I0, I1, I2, IK is defined as numbers I0 times. Return the maximum strength of a group a teacher can create. One way to form a group of maximal strength is to group the students at. Dude, I feel like this is probably like a math problem or something. Like, one way to form a group of maximal strength is to group the students at indices 0, 2, 3, 4, 5. Their strength is 3 times -5 times 2 times 5 times -9 is equal to 1350, which can show is optimal. Bro, this... like, you could say, bro, this problem is probably even more stupid. Like, you know, but it's... I don't know. Like, what? Is really this just, like... just figuring out the way to probably return this? Like... shit, I'm gonna sneeze, dude. So really, what are we gonna do here, right? We have to group the students at indices 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So really, I feel like that kind of gives it away a little bit. I mean, this is why I say working on projects is much better practice than Leetcode. I agree, bro. I agree. I just like to do a little bit a day. I feel like it kind of helps with your problem solving ability a little bit, in a way. No, I don't know. Like, I feel like one a day is fine, but if you're doing like hours and hours, and yeah, it's probably AIDS. But why is this, dude? Why is this so like? I'm not zooming in enough, dude. Oh my gosh, dude, what is going on here? Okay, so that's a little better. Okay, really, I mean, I feel like to solve this problem, right, we just create an empty array, and we just kind of have to figure out how we're gonna put these numbers in here. Dude, I have no idea, like, to be honest, but all pairs of subsets will check which group provides maximal strength. We solve using log and log n by sorting the array and using all positive integers. Use negative integers only in pairs such that their product becomes positive. So it is a math problem. Dude, shit's garbage, dude. Train at all pairs. So really, I feel like the really, bro, to make it positive. I assume probably gonna have to put the biggest number in the front, right? No, that's not the way to do it. We do 3 times -5 is -15. 3 times -5. So this goes first. -15 times -15. Yeah, bro. I'm trying to think here, dude. I feel like it makes me laugh, bro, because I feel like this problem is even more, probably more stupid than the other one. Brute force worked here. Greedy works for me. Max, make a game engine. Dude. I don't think I'm at that level to make a game engine yet, bro. I gotta lock in, dude. I feel like, I don't know, dude. The Leetcodin is just so simple to do on stream, bro. I feel like I get so sidetracked, bro. Like, doing project stuff on the stream. Maybe I should, dude. Maybe I should switch. Start doing that instead. Bro, I don't even know where to begin this, bro. I feel like we gotta put it all in an array, one, but the thing is, how do I know how to do that, dude? It's not as difficult as you make it to be. Bro, is there a constraint of how many times you can multiply? I don't think so, dude. Is defined as nums I 0 times. Actually, is there? Or... No, they're timesing everything, bro. Thing is, I'm not really... Black Big Past. Yeah, I will post it in the Discord. Can see the source code to yours? Yeah, I'll post it in the Discord. Yeah, I'm gonna solve this C++, bro, because I'm gonna look up the fucking the math to solve this, and I'm gonna solve it in C++. I feel like that's the best way to go. Just get the problem done for the day, and then we're chilling, bro. What is this? What is this called? 27. Dude. 2708. Fetch. Okay, 2708. How do you learn OpenGL, bro? Wait, then it's like, it's full of tutorial. Parallel, negative possible, make a game engine is more than just graphics programming, filter the zeros. Like nowadays, you would just use NVH for rendering. Okay, dude. Oh my gosh, this is so late. Okay, alright. Why am I getting an error here, dude? Is my compiler just being weird here, or what is going on here, bro? There's no member H. Does anyone know what's going on here, or is my compiler just being stupid? I feel like it's probably what it's doing. Okay, so let's make 3 separate vectors here. Should be max strength. Maximum strength of a group. Wait, sorry, what are you saying? The function, it looks like the function name imported incorrectly. They should be max strength. Oh shit, okay. There we go. Okay. Create vector C++. Okay, let's take a look, dude. Where's we at? Okay, let's make one for positives. Another one for negatives. That's much more lightweight than something like usually. I posted that link on Discord. Let's go Galactic, bro. Let's go, dude. Go, dude. I guess we can count our zeros too, right? Zero count is equal to 0, right? 4 I is equal to 0. I is less than what size. Let's get rid of this fucking shit, dude. What the fuck is all this? Alright, that's fine. Plus I, right? What do we want to check? Well, we want to check if it's positive or if it's negative or if it's 0, right? So how do we do that? Well, we do, okay, well, if nums if nums I is greater than 0, we would put in here if nums I is less than 0, right? Put it in here. Why am I getting a red? Oh shit, I need parentheses around this shit, bro. Is this just a rendering engine, or does it have to an ECS such yet? I guess I have an approach. What is your approach, Samadea? And then we want to check here if our nums I is equal to 0, right? Oh, whoops. right? Where we want to do positives dot. Shit, how do we do this? Push back, right? I think that's what it is. Thumbs I. This would be negatives. This would be zero count. But we would do zero count plus plus. I guess I have an approach. First, sort nums. Okay, keep going, bro. I'm kind of following this, what it says on no, no ECS. It's still a renderer for now. I'm making my own IMGE style editor. Once I have it implemented, I will think about the ECS stuff. If n is equal to 1, return the only number. If n is equal to 1, return the only number. Okay, I'm following, dude. I'm following. If n is greater than or equal to 2 and nums 1 is equal to 0 and nums 1 num minus 1 is equal to 0, you have at most 1 non-negative and 0 dominance. And as far as n is equal to 1. I would recommend learning things like ECS logging, input abstraction, scene abstraction, job system, etc. first before diving into an editor. Be ready from smallest to largest. If n is greater than or equal to 2. Okay. I've kind of looked at this, they're saying here, Samdaya, that you want to separate nums, sort the negatives, multiply all the positives and the usable negatives. I'm just kind of figuring out how to kind of go about this super plus else include in product ends. Otherwise, a 0 or unmatched negative, skip it. Okay. Are you trying to solve it right now, Samidaya, or no? Shit, dude. We saw it from... Negatives dot begin. Negatives dot end. Let's take a look at this chat. Otherwise, 0 unmatched. You should also potentially check out. But the Vulkan looks good. Good job. I already have all what you've mentioned except the job system. I haven't multi-threaded my engine yet. Game engines, dude. Let's go, bro. For ECS, I don't even have the ability to dynamically add an object to a scene yet. It's all static, so. Okay, here in the thing it says... Sort negatives. If there's an odd number, remove the one with the smallest absolute value, least negative. See, well then I would really recommend diving in deeper into the core systems before moving on to an editor. Let's go, Ethan. So I believe there's some edge cases here that they talk about. They say no positives and less than 2 negatives. So how would I check that? Well, I would do, okay, well if positives dot empty. I guess that would work. And negatives dot size is less than 2. What do we want to do here? What does it say? Remove the one with the smallest absolute. I don't know how to do this part. Man, this is literally... I've written some nice utilities to make data-oriented design more intuitive alongside some reflection utilities. I will check it out. Thanks for the advice. I use them with my game engine. Nice. Oh man, bro, this pissed me off, dude. These problems, dude. I don't have the intuition how to solve this one, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Move the problem over here so people can read it. Okay, so at least I think I know how to do the other one, right? So the other one is... so if our size of our thing is negative, if negatives percent 2 is equal to 1, then we want to pop our greatest value, right? And our greatest value here would be... negatives... negatives dot size percent 2. Negatives dot what is pop, dude? I guess this must be pop. Alright, because this is sorted, right? So this would work. I just don't know how to do this test case. I don't know how to do this edge case here, dude. Man, we got a huge game engine chat going on. It's like, Vulkan right now, but I'm going to be using NVIDIA more focused on the other systems over the renderers. I want to create an MMO engine as clients are server oriented by default. Things like physics are always server authoritative. Oh, I see. You're using bindless for the shader resources. Yeah, man, I am not sure. getting frustrated right now, bro. So we want to take the max element, but how would we do that, dude? No positives, less than 2 negatives. Dude, that's built in. Max element. Shit, whoops. Without iterators in here. So see, this is a pointer. That's interesting. Okay. So this is how we'd find our max element. Right, because this could either be 0 or negative, because we're not checking for zeros, so... Okay. So now finally here, I think what we want to... So see, we gotta add everything. So we create our product, right? And then we loop. We would go, okay, well for... I is equal to 0. Arms not size, plus I. We simply just want to... Oh, what did I do there? We simply just want to increase our product, right? Is equal to positives I. Why are we getting... Oh, forgot our colon here. We want to do the same for this one, but instead for negatives. I believe. This should be negative here. Negative. Oh wait, whoops. This should be product. Negatives. And we would return our product. Okay. What are we looking to return here? Long. Yeah, that's what I thought. We'll just... Did I spell it wrong, dude? What is going on here? Bro, what? Am I inside the for loop here? What is... Oh shit, this is meant to be outside here. Oh man, I fucked this up. Oh jeez. Put this here. Return our product. Yeah, I believe this is right. Edge cases. This is what we loop. Loop here. Oh. Oh shit, man. The chat's been going crazy. What's going on? I'm more focused on performance on the CPU, such as lockless programming, multi-threading. Nice. I'm more into the making shiny thing appear on the screen. Yeah, they do look nice, so maybe we could collaborate in the future. I found an insane YT course on graphics programming from the University of Utah. What's the course, Galactic? Let's jump through this with a debugger. No build errors. Where's my build error, dude? Say that. Hey Ethan, do you know what these what's going on here, bro? Your test case have errors. That's my fault. Scroll down. What am I missing here? Assert EQ, actual. Remove max strength in the var names. Remove max strength in the var names. Are you talking about the variable names? Shit. I don't know what you mean, bro. What, you want me to remove this, or what do you mean? We have our vector nums 1. We got a max strength expected 1, 1350, assert EQ. Would you say you want to remove max strength in the var names? That's my call real quick. Oh shit, you called me.
Yo.
What's up, bro?
So on line 80 and on line 85, for some reason, it inserted max strength before expected 1 and expected 2. So
Yeah.
you could just remove those. It's
Oh,
basically
you're
like,
saying okay.
yeah. I'm not, I have no clue what happens with this, but now I can at least test this problem and try to figure it out.
We still have an issue
Did that
here.
work? Here, your stream's a bit behind for me.
Assert EQ. Yeah, I saw that, Galactic.
It's saying, okay, so you see in the assert EQ. Here, no. Put the variables back. Here, share your screen for me real quick, just so I can see it in real time. So Control Z twice. Do it again. So you see long max strength. Just remove max strength.
Oh, okay. Fuck. How did I not see that, dude?
And then you see where it says solution.h.
Yeah.
Change that to be solution.max strength. I'm really not sure what happened with the parsing here, but that's
Yeah,
my
I don't
bad.
know. Let's check this out.
Right. That should work. There we go.
Dude, this problem is
All right.
so ass, dude. Literally, bro. Okay. Which one was I just doing? What is this?
It's 2708.
2708. Okay.
All right, cool. All right, dude, I'll let you get back to it.
Yeah, I think this should work, to be honest. I'm pretty confident, but I guess we'll see.
I think so. Yeah. If not, I'll give you another call. All right, peace.
See you, bro. Long max strength, expected 3050, long expected 1 3050. Yeah, we got it, dude. That was AIDS. Take a look at our negatives we got. Yeah, all negatives here. The 0 count of 0, so that checks out. 325. Okay. Yep, that looks good. So now we sort. Should sort negatives. Yep. Skip that edge case. It is negative, so we will pop. Shit. What was our negative going now? Yep. Our least value. Should add everything. Yeah. 2. And our product 1350. Okay. I think that should be good, dude. 2708. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Let's take a look at this, dude. C++, dude. Yo, I'm back. What are you subbing with? It's C++. Shit, dude. What did I do here? Whoops, dude. Wrong. We're taking a look at this problem, bro. 2708. I don't know. It's kind of AIDS, but I don't know. I gave up on the problem before edit, dude. It was too cancer, dude. I gave up on it. Spent 45 minutes on it. I was gonna step through the problem, but I don't know. I was gonna waste too much time, bro. I don't like doing this for too long, so I think an hour to 2 hours is fine every day. So okay, so it looks like that worked. That problem was AIDS too, bro. I couldn't get the intuition on my own. I mean, it was kind of a mathy problem, but I did look up the edge cases. So problem was AIDS, but it was more of the fact I just wanted to practice my C++. Yeah, I wanted to practice my C++, so at least we got something positive out of it. Kind of looked at 2 AIDS problems today, but yeah, I guess you have some of those days, bro, where you just take the L then. Sometimes you just gotta take the L, bro. Like, and today we took the L for sure, but that's okay, bro. You gotta move on, bro. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for watching me struggle today and take multiple L's. But yeah, appreciate it. Thank you guys for the support. I'm gonna be gone this weekend, so I'm not gonna stream this weekend. My girlfriend's coming up for my birthday and everything, so I'm not gonna be here Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, but I'll be back Monday night. You know, can't be sitting on the computer while she's here, dude. But yeah, thank you guys. I will see you guys on Monday, so appreciate the support. Yeah. Peace. See you later, bro. I got a haircut too today, bro. Look at this hair, bro. It's fire, bro. New haircut.